Welcome, folks. I am Jabby Koei, and we got a video here from DC's YouTube channel called MultiVersus, the official cinematic trailer. You're with me, DC. So if you hear a dishwasher going in the background, that is because there's a dishwasher going in the background. If you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this sucker up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. Otherwise, a battering right at your face, and then you ducked. Okay, so you don't have to hit subscribe, it's all good. All right, here we go.
Strange energy signature detected.
What?
Computer, what's my location? Computer!
Hey, dude! What's going on here?
What?
Where am I?
What's up, Doc?
Look out!
Hey!
Oh, nice.
Zoinks! What'd I do to you?
Not cool.
Whoa! You alright? Wow, I was messed up how that thing tornadoed.
You are the cutest little guy. I'm calling you Slobber, because you look like your name might be Slobber. You're gonna pay for attacking Slobber.
Why a car? How is a car?
Look out below!
I don't know what's happening here, but this looks like a job for All right then, you're with me.
Yo, I got one question. What the hell took so long for this kind of game to come out from Warner Brothers? It feels like such an obvious move, with the likes of Super Smash Brothers being such a phenomenon for years now. The first iteration I can think of Super Smash Brothers was Nintendo 64. I think that's when it first came out. And it seems like such an obvious play, like, yo, we've got all this IP here just sitting around. Why not smash it together and do our own Super Smash, you know. I'm glad they're doing it, because there's two things that happen. One is that you get the nostalgia of revisiting these characters, getting to use them again, getting to use all of the favorite people that you grew up with or have recently fallen in love with, assuming that they're in the game. And the other thing is, if you're unfamiliar with certain characters, it exposes you to them and makes you curious about it. And it's, I think, maybe perhaps a little bit easier to access than it would be through Nintendo, because Nintendo has a weird way of handling all of their IP, where sometimes you know, stuff's not available to you, like on the current gen consoles. Even though they're featuring these characters in Super Smash Brothers, they're legacy characters that don't exist in current games, oftentimes, right? Whereas with DC and HBO Max and all this stuff, you can get access to whoever these characters are if you're curious about them immediately. You can go into streaming and start watching any stories related to those characters, like, right away. I think this is a great way. This seems like the obvious way to go in an effort to just drive up more interest in all of your pre-existing IP and show love to the current popular ones, the current hot ones, you know, especially the likes of DC superheroes and whatnot. Way to lead in with Batman, probably the most, I would argue Batman has to be the most popular superhero from DC. You know, you feel free to challenge me in the comments on that one. and I won't fight you. I will quickly roll over. But as far as I can tell, there's a reason why they led with Batman. And it's not just because the Batman movie just came out. It's because Batman is the most popular, most iconic superhero. I would argue more than Superman. Maybe it's neck and neck. But anyway, the ability to have this sort of injustice sort of game, but with like a mix of way more IP baked in. It says it's free to play right now, right? That concerns me a tad bit, because usually free to play is not free. Usually free to play means pay to play. I hate that. Just make me pay 20 bucks or 50 bucks or whatever, and let's be done with all the transactions. What in the multiverse is going on here? Big news for all our MVPs. Open beta is on the horizon. See you in July. In MultiVersus, the multiverse is at your fingertips as you battle it out in intense 2v2 matches up against Batman and Shaggy. Try using Bugs Bunny and Arya Stark. That's who that was. I was like, who the hell is that? Now I feel dumb. Because it's animated. I never saw Arya animated before, but now it's so obvious. Man, you have like so much to pull from. You have way more of a library of characters than Nintendo ever could, and you have waited this long to get to it? What is the matter with you, Warner Brothers? Finally, I still am in harsh disagreement with it being a free-to-play thing. I wish it was the kind of thing where you had to pay for it, like at least 10 bucks, at least something, so that it felt like I'm buying this, it's mine, I don't have to pay for like, I mean, now everything is pay-to-play, I suppose, with all the costume upgrades and whatnot, and the little, you know, floss dance and all that stuff. I can't, and this is a very limited situation here, not that I could do it any better without it, but I can't show you what I'm trying to illustrate with my words. One of the greatest things about Nintendo Smash Brothers is that, I mean, I suppose this is debatable, but I feel like they do a pretty good job of making the gameplay balanced. Like, that's one thing Nintendo is very, very on top of, or at least they try to be. There's that rubber band effect that you always get with Mario Kart, where they're trying to make it so that if you suck, you still got a shot. I feel like in Smash Brothers, that might be less so the case, but they still do a pretty good job of keeping the game balanced, like Street Fighter 2 or something, or Street Fighter 5, whatever they're up to now. That is the one thing I wonder about here. If it's free to play, how much effort is going to be put into making it a fair and balanced game when you're dealing with all of these different powers and whatnot? I think Smash Brothers is less likely the inspiration for something like this. I think more likely the inspiration is other popular games that are out there right now. World of Tanks. Y'all know that one, right? Fortnite. You know, I'm thinking of stuff like Fortnite. I would imagine Fortnite is probably a huge inspiration for why they decided to move forward with this. I can't believe we're finally getting this. I mean, what a time to be a kid, dude. Do kids appreciate this? Those of you out there with young ones, do they appreciate this? Do they have any concept of how dope it is to be a kid right now? I mean, I got told that when I was a kid, like, oh, I would love to be a kid right now. It's like, I'd love to be a kid right now. Things are so much cooler today than it was when I was like 8 years old. God dang, what you have access to and the immediacy of what you have access to is banana town. I enjoyed this a lot more than I expected to. Way more than I mean, I saw the thumbnail and I was like, how much fun could this possibly be? I mean, it's for kids, right? I would probably download this myself. It seems like, because it's free to play and you can probably get this on your phone, it seems like something I can do on the toilet, which is the only time I have to play video games these days. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed some of this rambling. Hopefully it wasn't entirely nonsensical. Do subscribe if you haven't already, and do me a favor and hit that bell icon as well, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. No battering. Just going on good faith here with you, that maybe you'll do it. Please. I need it.